Who do people say you are? What will they say when you are not there? Will your family be proud of your image on them? So today's topic is better than money, and the theme is a good name. We live in a world that worships currency, worships what? Money. I want to take you to a place where money loses its voice. The question is, what if you had every dollar you ever wanted, but your name was nothing to write home about? Or your name is something that people are not pleased with? Yes, money is a tool. Money has its purpose, has its place. But a tool without a name attached to honor is just a weapon waiting to backfire. So a good name will do for you what gold can never do. I'll make you understand that money can buy you an applause, but a good name buys you respect. There are two different things: respect, value, and honor. Someone that has a lot of value, or someone that is intentional about the name he keeps himself, that respect will follow that person, even in an empty room. The person will keep having that respect. You walk into a room with no matter how much money you have, you get all the attention, but a good name gets your trust for a lifetime. This is just putting emphasis on the importance of having a good name over having money. Let me tell you what's better than money. A name so powerful that people begin to want to see you win, even when you are not in the room. Even when you're not in the room, that's one thing about it. What do the people say you are? Your character will take you where money cannot take you. These are the words of Miles Monroe. Your character will take you where cash cannot take you. Your character will open doors for you where money cannot take. Even if you have the money won't take you there. But your character will do that. Another point I want us to bear in mind as we start this up: money can open doors, yes. A good name keeps them open. Your name is your silent partner. Every promise you break, every corner you cut, that partner is weakening by the day. What happens to your name is what's the most important. Will it rot or will it rise? Be intentional about the kind of image and the personality that you're building, because it speaks even when you're no more. And it's something that your generations after you will be proud of or will be disgusted about. So money attracts fair weather friends. A good name attracts loyalty, right? Money can be stolen, but a good name can only be surrendered. A good name. So by definition, is anything that holds enduring value beyond purchasing power. Assets that cannot be taxed, stolen, or inflated away. This includes reputation. Better than money is reputation. Better than money is integrity. Better than money is peace of mind. Better than money is good use of value, purpose, and the respect for those you love. That's the definition of better than money. Okay? So I try to define the term a good name. A good name is the collective memory others carry of your character, consistency, or honor. It's not what you call yourself or what people safely say about you when you are not in the room. So this title and the theme was drafted or sourced from the Bible in Proverbs chapter 22 verse 1. It's a good name is more desirable than riches. William Shakespeare was once quoted to have said, "Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls." George Washington was once quoted to have said, "Associate with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation, for it is better to be alone than in a bad company." As we're in China, we'll consider a Chinese proverb. It says, "A good name is better than a good face." This proverb teaches us that a reputation built on character is more valuable than what? Superficial physical beauty. People disregard a good name because money is immediate. Money provides immediately tangible relief. A good name takes decades to build. It takes a while to build a good name. Money can solve some things instantly. So money feels real. Reputation or trying to build a good name feels abstract. Another thing is because society measures success by visible wealth. People think or look at cars, houses, watches, vacations, and trophies. Those are things people are looking at. People pursue what gets applause now. Another thing why people do that is what? Short-term thinking over long-term legacy. So humans are wired for immediate reward. Money delivers dopamine fast, or integrity delivers results slowly. So it takes a lot of time. Another reason why they would rather give attention to money over a good name is fear of poverty outweighs the fear of shame. Next thing is they believe money can later buy a good name. People think that through philanthropy or donations or PR consultation that can erase some things. No. But a good name, once shattered, rarely glues back together. So I hope this awakens your thoughts to pursue a good name before it's too late. All right? It's important that we have these core principles in our mind as we pursue whatever we do, be it in our career, be it in our family, be it in our pastoral life, be it in your relationship with other people. Bear in mind that trust is earned, it cannot be bought. You need to work on building your trust or relationship with people, because no matter how much money you have, you can never gain their trust. Trust is a deposit, not a gift. You can't ask for it, demand for it, or buy it, no matter what you do. Every honest interaction, every kept promise, every transparent action is a deposit. Over time, these deposits accumulate into a good name that no one can take away from you. Right? Next thing to think about, remember that the first word is that trust is a deposit. Next one is consistency is the craftsman. It's not just good to be trustworthy, it's good to be consistent about your trustworthiness. Transparency is the test. The author, Eric Hoffer, an American moral and social philosopher, captured the ultimate standard. He noted that before money or property, a man like J.P. Morgan considered a person's character as the foundation of all business. Transparency is a trust. It's not easy, but it's a challenge for each and every one of us. Transparency is the true test. You need to bear in mind that trust is a deposit. Bear in mind that you need to be consistent to be trusted. Bear in mind that you need to be transparent to be trusted. Those three things will help us to build that trust. Talk about how to build this better than money asset. I did like a workbook, and I hope that you guys learn from it. So what you will need to do this is a pen and paper and about 10 minutes of being very honest to yourself. So this is part one. It's just a mirror test. And it's how you answer yes or no and don't give no excuses. You ask yourself this question: would my closest friend trust me with their deepest secrets? Is that yes or no? Have I ever broken a promise in the last 6 months? Yes or no? Do people feel safe saying my name in a room I'm not in? The answer is yes or no. Have I cut a moral corner to save money or time? The answer is yes or no. Does my family feel proud when they introduce me? The answer is yes or no. If you got up to 4 to 5 years as your answer, your name is strong. Protect it. If you got just 3 yeses, your name is fragile. One bad decision could tip it. If you got 0 to 2 yeses, your name is bleeding. You need time to rebuild it. You need to work on that, whatever it is, to build those relationships, to build that character, to build that name, so people can trust you. And you can trust yourself and people can trust you. The second part of this workbook is what? 3 hard questions. Write one honest sentence for each of these, okay? What is one thing people have said about me behind my back that I know is true? Write that thing down. It will help you. Second question is, what would I change about my reputation? I had no fear of judgment or loss. What's that one thing? Write it down. The third thing is, if I die today, what is one word I would camp next to my name? And what is one word that I would, in other words, what is that thing that you don't want them to put on your tombstone? And what is that thing that you'd love them to put there? The third part is accountability ritual. This should take about 3 minutes. Choose one action from this list below. Do it within 24 hours, all right? Call or text one person you have wronged and apologize without excuses. The next one is write down one promise you've broken. Make a plan to fulfill it or to compensate for it. Next point is ask a trusted mentor or family member, what is one way my name could improve? And listen without offending. The next thing is to identify one habit that hurts your reputation. It could either be gossip, lateness, or exaggeration. Replace it in the next 7 days. Complete this sentence. Starting today, I want my name to be remembered as someone who did what? Write that thing down. It's up to you. Then read it out loud to yourself and read it to other people before you sleep. So as you wrap this up, these are 5 practical ways you can improve your name. Conduct an audit, we've talked about it, a name audit, listen for echoes. This week, ask people, your friends, your colleagues, ask them a question. What is one word you would use to describe me when I'm not there? Next thing to do is clear one debt. You talked about it in the workbook. do that again to help you. Clear one debt. At the debt for one person you have offended, talked about it already, clear that debt. It will go a long way. The next thing to do is what? Create a promise log. So write a promise log. For 30 days, write down every promise you make, big or small, including promises to yourself. Each night, check off on what you have kept. A good name is built on kept promises. When you keep to people's promises, it makes a whole lot of difference in it. Another thing to do is add value before you ask for anything. For the next 30 days or 90 days, whenever you enter a room, your only goal is to give first. Share resource, offer help, connect with two people, compliment publicly, never lead with what can I get. Next thing to do is what? Define your legacy tree. Another thing I want to say to you guys is subject your thoughts to the instructions of the Bible. If you've never read the Bible before, I highly recommend that you read the Bible. Next thing I want to encourage you to do is read books. You can learn how to read a good name by reading books. It can help you. You can also get inspiration from watching movies. Then get a mentor. We talked about it earlier. Mentor makes a whole lot of difference. Someone that you can accountable to. To wrap this up, be intentional about having a good name. You cannot buy a good name, but you can build it. One kept promise, one apology, one generous act at a time. And you start today. Your grandchildren will say thank you for that legacy, for that name that you built for them.